Hi, guys. Welcome to some more Real Talk Dog Talk. I'm Tori.
And I'm Barb.
For those of you who haven't joined us before, if you have any questions or comments, you can email us at realtalkdogtalk@yahoo.com.
And if you are a regular listener and or emailer, keep those emails coming in. We love to hear from you.
Yes. So, before we start today, I would like to just bring it up here. I'm going to do it. Lil JoJo. She is still available. And to be totally honest, I don't know how.
I don't either.
She is so cute. Not only is she cute, but she's just, perfect. You look at her and she's just built so nicely.
She's well put together.
She is.
They actually know sit and off now.
And for, 10 weeks today?
Yeah.
Ugh, that's insane. That is. I would like to say all my dogs did that, but no, they didn't.
Well, there is a little confusion. They see me come down the hall and they quick sit. Like, I think they're associating the sitting with my presence, not the word.
We're going to do it before she even tells us.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll get the bugs worked out of that.
That is, and that is super impressive, though, because they get that, this is what we need to do. Maybe not fully correct, yes, but
the word means nothing,
right?
Or I should say, very little.
Yeah, they know it's something though.
Yeah, they know it has to do with me.
Yes.
So yeah. So she is available, and that is, I think one thing that we should mention for Primo Corso kennels, we have people who don't want to get, puppies spayed and neutered.
Yeah.
The reason, we're not looking to overpopulate the world with Cane Corsos.
Right.
So, the contract states that they're sold, with understanding that the new owners will get them spayed or neutered.
Yes.
And that has been kind of an ongoing thing with this little button, is that people aren't really wanting to do that. And so, she is available as a companion pet.
Yes.
To the best family we can find.
Well, and let me tell you, she is so sweet and snuggly.
She's sensitive.
She is. It is so cute. I have to stay away as much as possible because I just want to bring her home.
You're going to have to buy a little house in the country too.
I'm going to have to because, oh my goodness. If I had the room, you guys would be out of luck. Okay.
If you had a house in the country, we would make no sales.
No, it'd be a real problem.
You'd keep them all.
I got to stay here.
Yeah. Anyhow, so now we're getting on to summer. Weather's coming on.
Yes.
And it's time to start switching gears from keep your dog warm to what do we got to do this summer?
Yes.
What we're thinking on, a topic early on, this is kind of important to get a handle on early in the year.
Yes.
Is flea and tick prevention.
It's a huge deal.
People are dealing with not only Lyme's disease, but also anaplasmosis.
Yes.
Both diseases are a result of tick bites.
Right. Yep.
So, really serious stuff. Your dog gets terribly ill, and it's just something that has to be talked about.
Well, and I actually wasn't really aware of the anaplasmosis. Am I saying that right? Until recently here. So I didn't realize that it could be such a big deal, actually. Yeah. And that's kind of a life sentence for the dog.
Well, I'm not a veterinarian.
Right.
But I have helped a few people whose dogs do have anaplasmosis, and they don't always make it.
Right. Yeah.
So just, I'm not trying to freak people out, but just mostly, stress the importance of some sort of flea and tick prevention.
Better to do that than end up with a sad situation.
Heck yeah.
So
also, I know a lot of people say, oh, I live in town, I don't have to worry about that.
Nope.
Well, the thing is fleas can be in a yard from rabbits or mice or gophers running around. So even though it may not be a primary thing, the wood ticks,
right,
fleas and ticks are pretty much everywhere.
Well, and I live in town, and I am on the trying to I live in town, and I'm gonna be getting my dog something for flea and tick prevention because, yeah, it's not a for sure thing, and they are still in town. I don't care. We have stray cats in this town, so
yeah. Well, and you don't want to do you really want your dog going through that? And the treatment for anaplasmosis can be extremely high.
Oh.
So, I mean, it's not worth a gamble as far as I'm concerned.
I would agree with that, yes.
It's just better to come upon a treatment.
Right, yes. Which there is a ton of information on that. Let me tell you what, my head was spinning by the time I stopped looking, because I could probably look for 2 weeks and still.
Well, and there is information overload out there.
Yes.
Products, information, people's opinions. So always check with your vet if you feel like you're not able to sort through this information.
Yes.
See what your pet would recommend.
Well, them too, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, but the vet would be a better choice.
Probably more information from them for
I
sure.
think so. They speak the same language.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so check with your vet.
Yes.
To get the appropriate treatment if you're unclear on all this information.
Right. And on most packaging, of course, with even, anything you buy, there's going to be product information on the package, but that can even sometimes be confusing, and you just want to, even with that, maybe double check with your vet to make sure you've got the right dosage for your dog and all that.
Yep.
So.
Well, the first one that I came upon was just the topical treatments.
Okay, yeah.
And I think everybody is familiar with pretty much everything we're going to talk about. Mm-hmm. But the topical treatments can be very effective. The two drawbacks for me is, one, it's monthly.
Yes.
So you have to do it. And there might be some out there that go longer. I don't know.
Right.
But most commonly it's a month. Mm-hmm. And two, I'm not a huge fan of the, I guess you'd call it residue.
Yeah.
I mean, they can roll on your furniture, your carpet. I have grandkids.
Yes.
I really don't want them getting their little fingers into that and then eating something.
I always think about, too, like my other dogs, licking it off.
Yeah.
I mean, that's because, they all like each other. So, it's not uncommon for them to kind of clean each other up. And I feel like that would just, the smell and all that, they'd be like, oh, let me get that for you.
Right.
Well,
if you do use this, it isn't like on their fur. You want to, again, we're just kind of talking about the standard, and that you put between their shoulder blades on their back.
Yes.
And you want to separate their fur so you can see down into their, to the skin. And you need to make contact with the skin.
Yep, you don't just blob it on the top of the hair.
Right, it needs to absorb into the skin. Mm-hmm. You had mentioned that if your dog has a history of seizures?
Yes, actually, if they have a history of seizures or neurological issues, you really need to contact your vet, because you really shouldn't be using that type of stuff on them. That can cause the seizures to increase or become worse. You really just don't want to risk that. So right. if that's something, well, everybody should be doing flea and tick treatment, but definitely talk to your vet about that so you can get something for them, because the last thing you want is to be trying to help your dog and then end up causing more seizures or other issues with their health, because the medicine doesn't work with them.
So basically, if there's health issues, or even you were talking about different ages as well.
Yeah, if they're older, underweight, or even sick, you definitely, the dosage could be different than, what might be stated on the package. And also some medications you can't give before a certain age. And that could even be, up to a year old.
Mm-hmm.
So that is definitely something you want to be careful with too. Or smaller dogs, because that can be kind of tricky also if they're very small. It can be harder to get the dosage correct to make sure that it's not, you put too much, it could make them sick.
Well, I know with puppies, you need to be real careful with that.
Yes.
I would imagine small breed puppies would be even worse because they're so tiny.
I can only imagine.
So you really want to make sure to watch for that.
Right.
I'm not saying anything bad about topical.
Right.
But, you need to take into consideration everything. So, something that they might take orally or topically or a flea collar, whatever the case may be, might not be applicable to your specific breed or age or health of your dog.
Exactly. The strength of it just might be too much, and you can make your dog sick from giving them the wrong dosage. Again, especially the small ones, or young too.
Or old.
Yeah. I mean, you just really...
there's no cut and dry answer here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's... So, again, and we'll say it a lot, talk to your vet.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, we would definitely, with this specific subject, we really want people to check with their vets on it.
Yes.
Also, when you do use a topical, you don't want to give them a bath right away. That needs to soak into their skin 24 to 48 hours.
24 to 48 hours, and that's even with the flea collar as well.
Yes. And I actually, I don't know what to say about flea collars. I was always, I'm old, so, things have changed through my life. But I've always been told that the effectiveness of a flea collar is more around the neck.
That's what I would think.
But they're saying that is because it was an old system.
Mm-hmm.
And now as time has gone by, they've improved them and researched it further and have found more effective ways to use a flea collar with releasing a chemical that actually soaks into the dog's body, they're saying.
Yep.
I really don't like flea collars for the reason of kids getting to them too.
Right.
And then there are, my dogs do the upside roll around on my couch, and I don't really want that on my couch either.
Right.
So it does, I talked about this earlier, Matrix.
Oh, yes. Yes. Do you want the red pill or the blue pill?
It's stored in a time-release matrix.
Oh, see? See? There we go.
I thought, whoa.
That's fancy.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it does, and I got contradicting information.
Mm-hmm.
One article I read said it only comes, if the flea comes into contact with the collar, then it will kill them. And then the other one said that, it's time release, it soaks into their body, and then just anywhere the flea touches.
Right. Which, and that's maybe, but I don't know. That just seems, I don't know. I don't know how that would work. I mean, you were saying something like a paper towel.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Like if you soak something up with a paper towel, a spill or something, it just gradually soaks into the paper towel.
Yeah.
That's how I imagine this also works.
Right.
But because they were saying, I heard someone say if you put it in your vacuum bag, that it will kill the fleas. But it wouldn't really be, I don't know, that... Because there's dust in there and air, and are they actually coming into contact with it? There's nothing to absorb the chemicals from the collar.
Right.
So I don't know if that's a true thing or not. You read so much on the internet, and as much as I hate to admit it, not everything on the internet is true.
You're right about that. And it's trying to sift through all of it, I'll tell you, that is something. So, which I always think too with these collars, it's not, because they're like a dry. I mean, it's not oily or, like...
Are you sure?
Well, I guess the last time I saw one, which was quite some time ago.
Yeah, I
but
don't know.
It's just, they're interesting. I guess that would not be my preferred method. I'll just say that.
Yeah, they do have, they have, I think it's a convenient thing.
Yeah, for sure.
You can just slap it on their neck and good to go. But I understand, too, that if there's dogs that like to swim or you're bathing them, that the water on the collar can reduce the effectiveness, which that also doesn't make some sense to me because if it's, absorbed into the dog's skin, that would kind of be irrelevant.
It would, yeah, so you would think so.
I'm just not sure. But it does, kill ticks and fleas as well. But I guess it makes it so that they cannot attach to the dog, feed, or reproduce. So they, of course, wither away.
Well, that would be nice. I don't know. It's an interesting, those flea and tick collars are something else.
And they can cause some irritation. They say it's usually mild and short term. So, I don't know. I guess it's a period of adjustment.
Like when if that's the first time you've used it, maybe the dog might react to it in some way.
Yeah. Well, and they said, too, that you need they need to wear the collar continuously.
Oh, so they have to, did you find how long a dog, one collar lasts?
Actually, that's a really good question, and I did not.
That just came to me.
Well, quit it. Now you made me look bad.
I know. Well, we were almost on. Believe me, this was a lot to go through. So you got some really good information, though.
Now I do know there are some collars that are more natural, and they use herbs.
Herbs, huh? What are I'm telling you, what are they trying to feed these guys? Let me season the dog for you. Come on.
Only wiener dogs. But they also can have gases on them. Oh, I dropped my notes. Oh no. Anyhow, so I hate to be a killjoy.
Yeah.
And I personally am all about being as natural as possible.
Yes, for sure.
But sometimes the effectiveness of natural treatments is just not really enough.
Well, and I agree. It would be amazing if we could use all natural everything and do things that way. But some of these pests are quite stubborn. So I think that natural does not always cut it for sure. Right. Need something a little bit stronger that really says get out.
I did last year. I felt kind of experimental.
Okay.
And I purchased something called diatomaceous earth.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And it's supposed to be natural.
Okay. And
it's supposed to control not only fleas and ticks, but mites, spiders, ants. It just kills all sorts of little bugs.
Nice.
And it can also be a dewormer if it's given to the dog or even people internally.
So it's kind of like a all use insecticide kind of.
Kind of. I don't know if I've heard of actually people using it on their chickens too to get rid of mites.
Oh.
Like puffing a little under, in the feathers and getting them.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sold on it.
Okay.
There are some problems with it. First off, you always want to work with food grade diatomaceous earth.
Sure, so that it's not...
So it won't kill anyone.
Right. Well, that's always a good... We don't want anyone dying, okay? Except for the bugs.
Just the bugs.
Just the bugs.
But what it does is it dehydrates the fleas and ticks through physical contact.
Okay.
So you sprinkle it directly on your pets and leave it for a few hours before brushing out. Now, on a different article, I did find that it said never put it directly on your dogs or cats.
So which is it?
Yeah, I don't know. But so, I'm kind of bouncing between two articles, but that is supposed to kill the bugs. But one thing I didn't find in my reading is that it does not, and I can't say it doesn't, but I'm not finding that it kills the eggs for fleas.
And you kind of got to, because otherwise you're not getting rid of them.
Right. They'll just keep hatching out.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know if it does or not, but that's kind of an important part, is to, break that cycle and, kill the eggs and kill the adults.
Right.
This article specifically said that it kills adult ticks, fleas. Okay. Adult fleas. So,
that kind of makes me think, if it's just the adults is kind of what that sounds like.
Yeah. So you really want to get the eggs too. Mm-hmm. Now, it said that you can use this in your house for fleas, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
any other kind of bugs.
I guess if you had, a big problem with it, I could see. Let me just say, my house is dusty enough. What? I just imagine this stuff, which I guess will all be dewormed. Yeah. And
flea free. The thing is I did do this. I kind of was it's inexpensive. Yeah. It's natural. It's something that, if it worked quite as well as it sounds like, it would be amazing. Yeah. But we did not have an infestation, but I do have spiders out at my house. So I thought, oh, heck, I'm going to sprinkle this around. Yeah. And get rid of any possibility of fleas. Yes. And I'm going to get rid of these spiders. And I'm telling you, it was awful. It was like being in a giant dust bowl.
So it looked like a crime scene team had been in there dusting for fingerprints.
Really heavily.
For a whole week. We're going to get every last fingerprint in this house.
And I am telling you, I think I am still getting that stuff out of my house. I still find little bits of white dust around there, which sounds super sketchy. But,
well, let me just say, at least you don't have to worry about worms. Okay, you're good. You're good.
Well, we didn't ingest it. If you do opt to try this, I would highly recommend wearing a mask and eye protection.
Yeah, you were telling me you had a bad experience with that.
Yeah, I think I'm still... I think...
You burned the esophagus.
I think my lungs are paying the price for my experimental day.
Permanent damage.
Yeah, but yeah, and it does deworm. You're supposed to be able to... I actually knew someone who lived in the South where they have those fire ants.
Oh, yeah.
And they sprinkled diatomaceous earth over their dog food. Yeah. To keep the ants away from it. Oh. And it did. It kept the ants away. It didn't hurt the dogs to eat it. I thought that was a really great idea. I don't know if you remember in Iowa. Yeah. When you were growing up, we occasionally got ants in the dog food.
Oh, yes, we did.
And I did not at that time know about diatomaceous earth. Yeah. I wished I would have, because we had kind of an ant issue there.
Yeah, that was crazy, which I wouldn't have thought, I guess, dog food being something the ants would really, want to... I always think sweet stuff, juice, candy, things like that, but really anything that's food. Yeah, they're terrible. They really are. I have some here in my yard. Maybe I should try it.
Well, diatomaceous earth can also be used in your yard.
Oh, perfect.
You can sprinkle it around your yard, and it helps prevent, I guess, fleas or bugs or spiders or I don't even know what. But it's kind of an interesting product, because it's really kind of safe sounding and a good thing. In fact, I was actually thinking about using it as a dewormer to see how that works. It's fairly inexpensive.
Yeah. Be a great option if it was.
Yeah, but it's just kind of messy to deal with, and I'm not real sure about it getting the eggs.
I think I would probably try it in my yard. Maybe I'll try that in my yard this year.
Well, after using it last year, I still have at least a half a bag left.
Oh.
And it is tied tightly and out in the dog kennel building in a trash bag, secured.
So as to not inhale anymore.
Don't inhale it.
Wear a mask.
A mask and protective eyewear.
It's going to be a problem if you don't. Learn from our mistakes here, okay?
When I breathe, that would be like...
Oh. She doesn't smoke, by the way. No. So...
I did after that. I had dust coming out my ears.
Go to the doctor. Do you smoke? No. Yeah, right.
I got me coffee. Anyhow, so it definitely has some benefits.
Yeah.
I think we focus too much on one product.
Right.
And you can use more than one thing in a combination and have kind of a routine or a regimen for controlling any kind of parasites.
Right.
Honestly, you don't want your dogs eating ants and any other kind of bugs.
Right.
So, if you're using it as a overall treatment, for yard or deworming or occasional delousing of the chickens, who knows?
Right. There's so many things.
Yeah, I mean, you can use them in conjunction with each other unless they specifically say that there be any kind of interaction.
Right. And again, be very careful with that with smaller and younger and older dogs.
And
unhealthy dogs.
And
pregnant nursing
puppies
or underweight.
So
everyone.
Yeah. So we're just saying be careful, okay?
Yeah, we don't want to cause more harm than good. So we just want to make that very clear is all.
So that is that's a kind of a natural one to try in different circumstances.
I'll definitely have to try that one. That one's, and that's the thing. There's a lot of things to keep in mind when you're choosing the method and what kind. How often is your dog outside? Is it a lot? Because obviously, if they're outside more, they're going to be higher risk for parasites, whether it be fleas, ticks, whatever. And what area too, because different bugs live in different areas. So, some certain ones target different bugs too.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Well, the diatomaceous earth does kind of hit quite a few, but obviously not all.
Right.
So, I think sometimes it's just information overload, really. It's like so much you just don't know what direction to go. Mm-hmm. I get like that with certain things. I won't even get into, those
dog food.
I hate it. So, you can only do the best you can. Read your information, consult your professionals.
Right.
Now, one of my favorites is the oral prevention.
They eat it up.
Usually.
Actually, I do have one picky dog.
Yeah.
So, but for the most part, just give it to them like a treat, chew it up. They do have pills now too, though, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I think they kind of started out as a chew.
Okay, yeah.
And then they've kind of evolved into other forms. Mm-hmm. That's just my thought, though, so I could be wrong. But I really like the chews. Mm-hmm. But now you were telling me that there are some breeds that you have to be careful of what you're giving them.
Yes. Some breeds have a genetic mutation that causes them to... they can't break down that medication, so it's not effective. Mm. So collies, Australian Shepherds, and Shetland sheepdogs. Also, those are three main breeds that really you kind of have to look a little bit harder for what you're going to give them, because with that mutation, things don't work. That could cause problems. So, collies, Australian shepherds, and Shetland sheepdogs, which there could be more. Honestly, again, there was a lot to go through. So,
right.
I didn't go back and check on other breeds, but just check, make sure.
Well, I know, it's kind of difficult to accept that you have to give your dogs certain chemicals to keep them safe.
Right.
But it is kind of the lesser of two evils. You don't want them getting sick. You don't want anaplasmosis. You don't want Lyme's disease. You just kind of sometimes have to do these things to keep not only the dogs healthy and safe, but you don't need, that type of parasites in your home or around you either.
Yeah.
But the chew, I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but I like Bravecto.
Yeah.
That particular chew is a 3-month dose.
Yes.
1 chew for 3 months.
And
you just don't have to sit and worry about it or mark your calendar. It's like, oh, I did it the 1st of June. I'm going to do it, 3 months later on the 1st. And you're not counting days and keeping track of it so much. And it's not getting on your furniture or, something that your small kids are handling or touching and then,
yes.
digesting. So, that's my favorite. I never know if I should really say what I like.
We're not sponsored.
Believe it or not.
We're not. I know. Come on, guys.
It's all us.
We're just here waiting.
But Bravecto is the one I personally like because it's an every 3-month treatment. Up here in Minnesota, really, it's just 2 times for a dog in a year.
And that's my preference also. My dogs just take it like a treat. They think it's something tasty. Well, I don't know if they think it's tasty, but they eat it. So
they didn't tell you?
They didn't. Well, they're sassy, so I'm just, I want to be like Dr. Doolittle, but I just can't. I don't know what they're saying. They're telling me something.
You talk to them all the time.
I know. It's just guessing.
So the truth comes out.
Yeah, I don't really know what they're saying. No.
Okay.
No.
I'm disappointed.
Me too. Surprise. Sorry, guys. I've led you on.
Yes. Well, here we thought she spoke Italian.
No. Just guessing Italian.
I see.
So, I could do a pretty good accent, but I won't do it now.
Okay.
Trust me. I'm saving you guys. She had to deal with me doing it all growing up, so.
And it's not over yet.
No. So, but that's, I prefer the chews myself. It's not messy. My son is old enough. It really isn't a matter of him getting into it, but I don't want it on my furniture. I don't want the other dogs messing with it. It just, that's okay. I like the chews. They do well with those. It does a good job for these guys, and they don't have any medical issues that would interfere with that either. So,
well, I know they can be a little bit more money, but then too, I think if you balance it out to where some you're doing every month,
right,
and then this is every 3 months, it's kind of on par, really. I
would agree with that. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the topical ones that you put, I mean, it's $30 a month.
Yep.
That's $90 for 3 months. Well, you pay $75, $80 for the chews that we prefer, and
they are. I'll speak of the Bravecto because that's the one I'm most familiar. But
right.
They have weight ranges for each tablet.
Oh yeah.
If you're a large dog owner, they might not have one big enough for a big enough dog.
Right.
I don't know if I said that right, but what we have to do for our boys that run in the 140 range.
Yes.
We have to buy the largest they have.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the smallest ones.
Yeah.
So they have 2.
Right.
So if you're looking into that and you're thinking, oh my gosh, they don't even have one, that's going to work for my dog. He's too big. You have to use more than one.
Right. Get the right dosage.
And having big dogs is not cheap.
It's not. So far it's just one of mine that needs the 2. But
give it time.
The other 2 aren't full grown yet, so yes. We'll see. But there is a way to get that to work out, and that's where you may need to contact your vet about that as well. Yeah. Especially if you're unsure, it's the first time you're using it, things like that. So, and the right breed, obviously. Right. That's it. Which I had no idea. That was actually quite interesting when I ran across that because.
Well, I didn't mean to cut you off there. Okay. I knew about the collies.
Yeah.
I didn't know about those other 2 you had mentioned. So yeah. I would imagine if you did, full research on one product, there could be more.
Yep.
Yeah. So definitely want to make sure that's okay.
For sure. Yeah. So that was, I've been around dogs my whole life and I had no idea. So, which obviously we don't know everything, but, flea and tick is a pretty common thing in a household when you've got dogs. So it's just kind of interesting to find out anyway.
Well, just so everybody out there knows, we don't have fleas or ticks at this point.
No.
This is totally prevention. So we're not saying, hey, you guys got parasites, you got to do something about it.
Right.
This is about preventing the problem. I remember, this was awful. I was so mad. Mm-hmm. When you guys were tiny, and Cody was just 9 months old.
Oh, yeah.
We had a neighbor come over and we had a little miniature pinscher.
Oh.
I think it was Georgie.
Oh, I remember Georgie.
And a neighbor came over with a miniature schnauzer puppy she had just bought.
Oh, yeah.
And she was letting Georgie and her puppy play and talking to me. And you kids were looking at her puppy and it was adorable. And seemed like a pretty regular interaction. And about a week later, she called and told me that her puppy was infested with fleas.
Oh, no.
So immediately, the question of, oh gosh, I hope we don't get fleas, didn't even matter to me.
Right.
I started treatment right away. Yep. I got Georgie a flea bath and treated him. At that time, Bravecto wasn't around.
Right.
But I just went into high gear on getting the house debugged and everything. So, fleas can come from the most unsuspecting places.
Well, and let me say, we've never had a huge problem with fleas. If you catch it soon enough, you can get it under control pretty quickly. But I've known people who have had some pretty serious flea problems, and it is so hard to get rid of them all if it's a bad situation. And so if you don't catch it right away, it can be a huge problem.
Right. That's why when we had that, I didn't even,
Right.
To me, it was like just dive in and get it taken care of. And I guess I never really knew if Georgie had the fleas.
We didn't end up with them.
That just tells you that's a pretty harmless thing. Two puppies playing together, the neighbor stops over, whatever.
Yeah.
Boom. You got a flea situation.
Exactly.
So, it's just good to be prepared. And if you have that knowledge ahead of the game, if something crazy happens or, say you do have a stray cat that's walking through your yard with a bunch of fleas on it.
Yep.
You just don't know how you can get them. Right. It's just important to be informed.
It really is. And, again, squirrels, outside rodents, anything can cause that. So, it's definitely something, you always say it, preventative is best.
Yes.
Better to prevent something from happening than, having to fix the problem later. It's a lot harder.
Yeah. Oh, I hate problems.
Yep. All right, guys. So I have to fess up.
Oh.
the underqualified IT tech here, me, I flubbed up.
No.
Flubbed. I know. Hard to believe.
It is.
I know. But some of you may have noticed we had 2 of the same episode labeled differently. So the 3-3-3 rule for dogs, that's not it. Okay. It's fixed now.
Yeah.
Okay. But that went on far too long. I do apologize for that.
Well, actually, I was listening to it, and as I thought, I thought we were in, I was listening, and I'm thinking, is this part of the introduction? And I was listening, and I was like, no, this is
this is the wrong one. This is way too familiar.
Yeah. There's no 3-3-3 rule here. What's going on?
I know. Well, that's on me. So,
well, you know what that means.
I'm fired till Monday.
Till Monday.
Okay.
Well, we're just beginners here, so we're bound to make some mistakes, whether it be me and my mouth or Tori and her IT work. So just bear with us. We apologize for that little glitch, but
we got a better timer now. So
yeah, get in there and listen to the 3-3-3 rule.
Yes, it's the real one now.
Yeah, it is the correct one.
It wasn't a trick.
Right.
Actually, I should have said just making sure you guys are paying attention, but I can't. I'm a terrible liar. I got to just fess up.
No, she tries, but she isn't any good at it.
I'm not.
She's not.
It's terrible. Dead giveaway.
Anyhow, so now, also, we want to remind you that little Joe, JoJo, is still available. Check her out on Primo Corso Kennels Facebook page.
Yes.
Also, primocorsokennels.net.
Yes.
So check it out, see what we got out there, and
you can message us on Facebook or the website.
Right.
Either one.
Yes, you can.
So, go look. She's on there as well.
Yeah, Tori got some super cute pictures of her. She is, and I'm so surprised those pictures turned out good.
She was nuts.
I thought, I'll get a toy.
Yeah. It makes sense, though, right? Distractor.
Yeah, I was going to get her attention so that, we could get some nice pictures. And, man, she was flailing all over the house.
I had to do some cropping and stuff because we had to take some wide range photos just to make sure we got all of her in there.
Yeah, so that was my idea, and it failed. So
we made it work.
They turned out super good.
Yes, we got some good action shots.
Yeah, we did.
So,
so as far as any flea and tick treatments go, or any of our other episodes for this podcast go, make sure to always consult your vet or professionals in your area, whether it be a trainer or healthcare.
Yes.
And do your research.
Always. And again, if you have any questions or comments, you can email us at realtalkdogtalk@yahoo.com. Comment down below and hit that follow button.
Follow.
Do it.
Follow.
Come on.
So thanks for joining us, and we hope that you will be here for our next episode.
The episode. Stay on this podcast.
Next episode.
That's right.
Actually, you have 2 episodes to
Two of them, because I flubbed up. Yeah, so you're welcome.
Double up this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just gave you more to listen to, really.
All right. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye.